first, we're just going to do the players. Yeah, well, one of you guys in the middle, actually. He'll come after. Rock, paper, scissors.
If you're the merchant.
All right. Open for questions. Take it away, you guys. Whoever got it.
Hey guys, just for both of you guys, what worked well tonight? It seemed like they kind of made a little run there earlier in the first half, and we're kind of throwing some punches, but then you guys kind of pulled away there in those second 10 minutes. What worked well on that stretch?
I think overall we just came together defensively, and offensively we just had to push the pace, and that's how we got most of our points, and we just kept building on that throughout the game.
Yeah, I agree with Josh. Trusting each other, talking to each other, one day off the court, just building that bond really excelled us tonight.
Josh, that's got to be a career high for you tonight, 23 points. You were 13 of 15 at the line in the first half. What was it about your game that just they couldn't guard you, or they just fouled you every chance they got? What were you doing that was so special?
I mean, I don't think I was doing anything too special. I mean, whenever I'm in the game, I just like stay in attack mode, and then if they found me, they found me, you know, so that's it.
How good did it feel to end 2025 on a high note, get this win before the new year, and get ready for conference play?
Yeah, it felt amazing. Felt amazing. All the work I put in this year, and with the team, the whole team put in work this year. It felt great to see it pay off.
Same with CJ. You know, I think this win, we're just going to build off it and just carry the momentum into conference play and, you know, just capitalize off it when we play UAB.
I feel like you guys are always scoring 100 points, it seems like. It seems like you guys are always hitting that milestone. Is that something you're always, like, is that a goal every game? Is that what you guys are looking for to do, is hit that number?
Not necessarily. I think with just the way we play so fast-paced. You know, we get up and down the line. I think it just adds up in the end. We don't generally have a goal to score 100. I think our goal is just generally to win the game, and if we score 100, then we score 100. So.
Yeah, I agree with Josh. We do a lot of scoring drills and fast transition drills in practice, so when it comes to game, it's kind of easy, and the points just pile up.
And CJ, what's this year been like for you? Obviously, one of the returners, and what's it been like for you being back and as like one of the only guys here from last year?
It's been great, to say the least. New faces, I bonded with them like I've known them for years, so it's not really a drop-off or anything, but it's been great.
How much fun are you having out there?
A little too much fun, if you ask me, but it's fun.
What makes you say that?
Just the most fun I've had, like playing basketball, really. Doing it with the guys I love and playing at a high level, so I can't ask for more. God has truly blessed me.
What's your mindset when you're out there?
Just score, trusting my teammates, and just win the game overall. Whatever I got to do to win the game, I'll do it.
Anything else?
I had a question. Last game, Coach was not pleased with a little bit of, let's just say, a lack of concentration, a lack of focus in the second half. I noticed tonight in the second half, you're up by 50, and you're still blocking shots and diving for loose balls on the floor. Talk a little bit about that intensity that you brought tonight for the full 60 minutes versus maybe taking a play or two off last game unintentionally.
I think the coaches really harp on just playing a full, like, hard 40 minutes, and, you know, we haven't been able to do that a lot of games. So I think that's just been our mentality, and we're just going to keep that mentality from here on out, and we need that in order to be successful. So we're just going to stick with that.
Yeah, our pregame talks are a lot of 40 minutes of hard playing and trusting each other and playing for the person next to you. So.
How do you feel like this non-conference slate has prepared you for conference play?
I think it's prepared because, you know, we've played teams from many different conferences, you know, just seeing different play styles and stuff like that. And, you know, every team does something different. And, you know, we have great coaches who are able to adjust to things on the fly and, you know, just to make those adjustments. And that'll help us during conference because we're going to see a lot of different things. So, yeah.
Yeah, what Josh said, playing the different play styles, I think we're ready for whatever the conference can throw at us, all teams.
Anything else? All right, thank you, fellas.
Thank you.
Coach Hodgson will be in shortly. I'll be back with him. All right, Coach, players already went. Go ahead and take it away.
All right. Obviously, always great to get a win especially in that fashion, and get everybody that was available in the game and get them meaningful minutes. We talked a lot about coming into the game. Just we play every game the same way, right? Like our season depends on it, and I thought we did that for most of the game. We weren't great in the first half, a little bit sloppy. Joshua Majafo kind of saved us there by getting downhill, getting to the free throw line, getting us settled in. But just overall pleased with the effort of everybody we put out there. I think we played 10 guys, if I'm not mistaken, and everybody contributed in some way. Really appreciative of Coach Aquino and Georgia College for doing this for us. We found out not until the conference schedule came out, which is very late in the grand scheme of things, that we were going to have a bye on play date 1 for league. And it's not ideal when our last game was the 21st against UMBC. And so I just wanted to get under a whistle and get out there in front of the lights, in that break. So we weren't going 15 days without a game. And so just really appreciative of Coach Aquino, because they turn around and play a conference opener in 2 days. And so he really did us a favor. And so very thankful for that. But now it's 0-0 and time to prepare for our league schedule, which is the hardest schedule in the conference, which is what we want. We want those opportunities. Starting off with UAB next week at home, and really hoping we can get a great crowd here at the Yingling Center. We need it. That our guys deserve it. They play hard. We play the right way. It's an exciting brand of basketball. The Americans, great basketball. So would be great to start this thing off the right way.
Questions? Seemed like the first 10 minutes of the first half were a little close, and then your guys really pulled away in those second 10 minutes. What do you like about the way they kind of hit their stride offensively?
Yeah, I'll say, I probably played a part in that because I practiced them pretty hard for the last, couple days. We didn't, we got back from Christmas and we got after it. And credit to our guys. A lot of times that first practice after Christmas break can be a little bit goofy, right? Guys are coming off of seeing family and being at home and relaxing, and it's like, man, we're back, right? There's no students here, right? So they're in their apartment and they're coming and working. And so our guys handled it extremely well because we've got great leadership in that locker room. And so we seemed to get a little winded quick there today. And, we probably were a little bit tired, but I felt like we put together a plan for this 4 days that, would be best for us, in the long haul. But again, like I said in my opening statement, I think Joshua Majafo kind of got us settled in by getting to the basket. Getting to the free throw line really is the kind of the best way to stop a run, get some momentum, make free throws, put a foul on the other team, and kind of get settled in. He did a great job of that.
How happy are you to end 2025 with the win and just kind of turn the calendar and
Yeah. Thrilled. I mean, every win, we want them all. So, I'll tell you, a lot happier than had we lost this. That would not have would have not been a great evening. But it's great. It's great for the guys. It's great for guys like Devin Hade and Isaiah Jones to see the ball going. They've been working their butt off, and they're going to be huge pieces for us as we get into conference play. Combined to make 6 threes between the two of them. C.J. Brown comes out and goes 3 for 3 from 3. I think he was 2 points off his career high and was 2 assists away from a triple-double. Isaiah Nelson does what Isaiah Nelson does. I mean, he averages about a point per minute. He's 25 and 12 in 24 minutes with 4 boards, 2 steals, and won our hard hat tonight with almost 28 blue-collar points. So he's been our rock, man. He's been really good for us. But good for, Damian Collins and Adriel, 6 assists to 1 turnover, 3 steals, plus 29. When you can have a game like this where we can get all these guys live reps and really build their confidence up, it's great.
How much of a force is Isaiah Nelson out there?
25 and 12 with 4 boards, 2 steals in 24 minutes is pretty good, man. I don't. Isaiah Nelson could play anywhere in the country. I've been at the highest level of college basketball. When I was at Alabama, we were number 1 in the country, number 1 overall seed in the NCAA tournament. Isaiah Nelson could have started games for us there. I'm very fortunate for his loyalty to me and our program, and now his loyalty to South Florida, because he didn't entertain anybody else. He didn't take any other visits. I think a big part of that is because of the growth that he's had in the 2 years that I got to coach him, and he's taken another huge step this year. I'm gonna be honest with you, probably what I'm most proud of him and the rest included is yesterday we went and paid a visit to Tampa General, to the Muma Children's Hospital, and man, they were phenomenal. I mean, Isaiah's in there singing happy birthday to a young lady that's spent her holidays in the hospital and has a birthday in the hospital. And, you know, the director of marketing and PR said that, you know, all the groups that have came in, our guys were probably the best that she's seen as far as being engaging and entertaining. And that's who he is. Like, you guys get to see the goofiness sometimes on the court, and he drives me nuts sometimes, but man, he's a great human being, and he works really hard, and so he's very deserving of what he's been doing.
Coach, going into conference play, you're now undefeated at home. How does that feel?
It's great. I tell our guys all the time, good teams win home games. Great teams win home games and road games. So we're off to a good start here at home. Now we've got some really tough ones coming in, obviously, starting with UAB. But man, if you can continue, you know, you can win all your home games in conference and then go pick some people off on the road, you're going to give yourself a chance, right? And we want to make sure that we protect the Yingling Center and home court. We've done that, and we plan to continue to do that.
How do you feel like your non-conference schedule has prepared you for conference?
I mean, very much so. I mean, you look at what we've got coming up. You know, I'm not going to call anybody out specifically, but there's other teams in our league that just haven't seen it, right? So they're getting ready to go play an American Conference road game, and they haven't seen anything like it all year, right? They just haven't been tested like that. We have. You talk about playing at Alabama, at Oklahoma State. In our MTE, we're seeing 3 great, you know, group of 5 teams, and you know, that's important. You know, home game against Utah State. Though we've played, gosh, our losses are all teams that could win the American, and I don't mean that to downplay our league. Our losses are to really good basketball teams, right, that are picked to win their leagues for the most part, and so we do that strategically, right? I don't want to be great to be 13-0 right now, but would we be prepared for UAB on January 4th? Probably not, right? And so now I feel like we are. We're ready. Our guys understand the level and the commitment that it takes to win a game like that, and I think it'll pay off.
I know it's the holidays, but what's your call to the fan base to make sure they come out and, you know, in conference play, make these home games tough road games for those other teams?
Yeah, it's a great question. I just think, you know, I'm going to be honest with you. This is a great city. It's the best place I've ever lived. I mean, it's phenomenal. I mean, my family loves it. Our players love it. There's great people here. We've got a great college basketball team here, a great facility. It's a short drive no matter where you live in the community. It's a relatively cheap ticket, right? And it's a really exciting brand of basketball. And I'll tell you this, you know, when I took the job at Arkansas State, we were averaging like 1,100 fans when I got there. When I left, we were averaging 7,000. Doesn't have to do with me, but people showed up and they fell in love with the brand of basketball, how hard our guys play, and more importantly, we have a bunch of great young men, right? So they get to see them, interact with them after the game, and then they want to come back. And then they tell someone else and they want to come back. And that's what we need. Right, we need people to just give us a shot, come out here, get a ticket. We'll do our part, but really just build that fan base up and have people spread the word. And I'm going to do my part. We're out in the community where I'm going to spread the word even more. I want this place to be a brutal place to play on January 4th and set the tone for the rest of the conference play.
What impresses you about C.J. Brown, and how did you get him to stay here and not enter the transfer portal like everyone else did?
Yeah, CJ's a very intelligent, charismatic young man, and I think a lot of it is a testament to the University of South Florida and the people here, and the experience that he had here, and really in an extremely difficult year, right? The support that he had here, the love that he felt during a difficult time, I think that played a part, right? And then when I got here, I sat him down, and I watched a lot of film on him during the interview process. And once I got the job, I sat down with him and explained to him how we play and how I wanted to play, how I thought he would fit into that, and gave him a very, very detailed player development plan, and how I thought if he stayed and we worked on that together, really he's got an extremely high ceiling. If CJ wants to be in the conversation to play in the NBA, he's got some God-given tools and some characteristics to him and the character to do that. Now, we've got a lot of work to do still, obviously, but he's up for it. And so, we're really proud to have him. I think he's one of the best point guards in the league, if not the best point guard. And you're only going to see CJ get better.
I covered Damian at Kentucky.
Okay.
Just moved down here a couple weeks ago from Lexington.
Okay.
Man, he was fun to watch those couple years at Kentucky. I know he's had quite a journey.
Yeah, yeah.
But you saw the athleticism. A couple of those blocks were pretty impressive there at the end. What do you want to see from him? Because he's got all this talent, and one day if he can put it together, he could be something special.
Yeah, Damian's another phenomenal young man. I was on the other side of some of those games with Kentucky. We beat him, but Damian played really well against us, and we finished second in that recruitment. I recruited the heck out of DC. I took flights to Atlanta, Texas, and there's not much there. My dinner was at the concession stand at his high school, and spent a lot of time with him and really developed a solid relationship with him and his family. Damian wants to win. He's extremely, extremely unselfish. He came here, because of our relationship, didn't take other visits. And I think that you'll see, that combination of him and Isaiah to me, is the best front court in the league. And they'll be able to prove that here shortly. But I don't want to, sounds like I say it about every guy, but he's taking steps every single day, right? I'd like him to be a little bit more selfish sometimes, honestly. But he's a great athlete. We're continuing to work on putting weight on him. That's something, obviously, he struggled with kind of over the length of his career, but he's also battled some injuries that set him back a little bit. Some of them he played through. He's a tough kid. He played through a shoulder injury at LSU that ultimately he had to have operated on, and he's been a great asset and just really going to continue to make big strides for us.
Can you give us an update on Wes Enos? Will he be ready for the conference opener?
Yeah, that's the plan. Again, still day to day, but that is the plan. The goal going into that deal was we were going to have from the 21st, that UMBC game, really the 19th with him. No, we played Alabama on the 17th, I believe. So the 18th, we shut him down on the 18th. So then Wes really had from the 18th of December all the way to January 2nd or 3rd, so we can ramp him up for the conference opener. Just a day-to-day foot deal that you just really want to make sure that you properly, let heal and rest. And our plan is to have him available for UAB. We've got a phenomenal medical staff here that's been very diligent with him, and he does a phenomenal job on his rehab and recovery. So still day-to-day, but the goal is to have him January 4th for UAB.
Wes has had amazing energy on the bench though the entire time. Can you just talk about him and his contribution to the team on the court?
Wes is a natural leader. He's a competitor. So he's gonna show that energy whether he's on the bench or on the floor. He is a competitor, sometimes to a fault. He's got that mindset that he's going to win the game for you with whatever his role is. He's been one of our hardest workers. He leads by example. He's done a great job, and so he knows right now he can't be out there. So he's got a role, and his role is to bring energy and help coach some of those guys and tell them what he sees from the bench. He's also got a very high basketball IQ. And so he does a great job with us. He'll come to the staff during the game and tell us things that he sees, whether he's playing or even the last couple of games where he's not, right? And gives us very useful stuff, which is great.
Anything else? All right, thank you.
Thanks, Coach.
No questions, Jackie?
I'm good.
All right, great, thanks.
I'll see you now.
Happy holidays, appreciate y'all.